Welcome everyone to Health Talk Tuesday. Today is going to be a very fun day as we talk about some of the customized solutions that we're able to offer you through nutraMetrix. The whole idea behind being a nutraMetrix consultant is to profile and detail a practice on the very unique benefits of working with an advanced nutraceutical line, looking at taking personalized approaches to patients' well-being to a whole nother level. And that level is only amplified by things like GeneSNP, DNA analysis, and TLS Select. TLS Select is the clinically supervised weight management program built on the 4 solid pillars of TLS weight loss solutions. But what we do with TLS Select is take it one step further so that the practitioner can seamlessly integrate a weight management program into their practice and do it not just with our products, but with our direction. Too many times, patients are going into practices looking for a weight management solution only to get a cookie cutter approach. It is not the failure of the practice, and it's not the failure of the patient that they haven't lost weight. Weight loss is a personal journey. And the approaches to helping people lose weight is just as personal. Each and every one of us has a unique insulation factor. And that's why TLS Select was created. Understanding that that practice already talks about lifestyle, supplementation, and healthy movement. What we want to do now is drill down a little bit deeper into what the obesity or insulation factor is with an individual. Is it concerned with cardiometabolic disease? Is it a family history? Immune function usually comes down to hormones. And so our job is to look to repair that metabolism. It is my pleasure to work with you today to share with you a little bit about the TLS Select solution and what it is that we offer that can make the difference in not just a physician's life, a practitioner's life, but is also one that will make a very big difference in a patient's life. And that's the power. That's what makes TLS Select so special. It is the select way to a healthy weight. We have to first ask the hard questions. What is it that drives obesity? At the end of the day, we are trying to fit a square peg into a round hole. We do not eat or exercise or live according to our genes. We do not get enough sleep. We do not eat the right types of foods. The wrong types of foods or food-like stuff are making it into our patient's mouth. And for that reason, we need to take an extra step to educate them about the benefits of healthy, colorful food eating, how to put a plate together and deal with body composition concerns, because our genetics were evolved to thrive not in a space of plenty, but in fact in an environment that had very little food, or what you may refer to as food scarcity. Our genetics evolved to thrive in these environments where it was, quite frankly, difficult to get an excess of calories or a macchiato, right? So when we did get food, it took energy to both catch it, if we can appreciate that, digest it, let alone thinking about absorbing it. So we need to make sure that we pay attention to the fact that new to nature molecules, excess calories, empty most often, but just simply the abundance of food and the lack of physical movement in today's world is one of the reasons why many people struggle to lose weight. It's, as we've often said, in a genetic blink of an eye, we have the same genetics, but a very different food, stress, and fitness environment. So that's not a great equation for energy spending or savings. That's the issue, and that's why we've built TLS Select, because weight gain is a multifactorial problem. That means that weight management requires a solution that is just as diverse. TLS Select is patient-centric and it is lifestyle friendly. You can still eat with your family, you can still eat with your friends, because the first and primary goal of TLS Select is food first, food in its natural state. By helping patients understand the impact of food combinations, rather than making them feel judged for the food choices that they're making, Select creates a win-win program where the patient and the provider are able to work with a meal plan and ultimately allow that patient to use those meal planning skills to go out after any kind of program with their practitioner and continue to eat this way. That is something that many weight management programs do not create, an environment where an individual would be able to remain social, would be able to make good food choices without eating out of a box or a bag or a packaged prefabricated, calorie controlled food, but in fact live life vibrantly because they know how to put a healthy composition of fats, proteins, and carbohydrates together. The second rule of TLS Select is to appreciate and honor that hormones matter. Also, that hormones change over decades and that they are very different in our 20s, our 30s, our 40s, 50s, and beyond. And for that reason, we need to respect hormones and repair metabolism. Aspects of lifestyle like getting a better night's sleep, learning how to exercise for your health, your physiology, your body composition, and ultimately introducing mindfulness. This is stress relief, this is mindful thought, mindful eating, and mindful movement. They all have a significant role in repairing metabolism, in focusing on balancing the intimate interplay of hormones. You may recognize that as you age, some of the hormones that you wanted, well, they left you. And some hormones that you, quite frankly, didn't want to see again, well, they just started to go up, up, up. And that is something that TLS Select can do, is help the practitioner work that when something goes up, something else goes down. And how do we achieve that balance? Through lifestyle interventions that include sleep habits, exercise habits, and mindfulness, we can create a more youthful hormonal environment and repair metabolism. TLS Select really works with the practitioner to make sure that they are set up for success. We understand that obesity and the healthcare model today are at odds. The healthcare model today is set up for intervention, not prevention, which means we're often reacting to an individual's obesity, their cardiovascular concerns, their blood sugar concerns, or their hormone chaos. What we want to do instead is set both patient and practitioner up for success by giving them a better picture of the obesity presentation or landscape. TLS selects the struggle that many practitioners engage in each day to help their patients achieve better health and better body composition. They struggle ultimately to find a solution that will work. And the answer, too many people are looking for a one size fits all. The answer to success is an individualized, a personalized, and a customized approach for that individual, built off of the basic principles of healthy eating, moving, and working towards better hormone balance, especially as a man or a woman ages. This is the personalized approach that both physicians and practitioners appreciate because they see their patients struggling on a day-to-day basis to keep their emotions in check, their hormones in check, and deal with physical limitations. So, an integrative approach is exactly what we wanted to create, an integrative approach that truly gave deference to the physical body, the medical body, and the mental emotional needs of individuals. Through the TLS Select program, practice resources, and patient education, we have at nutraMetrix taken the guesswork out of implementing a weight management program. With a customized implementation, you learn how to discuss personalized options with your patient. With TLS Select, you can discover their unique metabolic switch for better health, better body composition, and ultimately longevity. Healthcare is not a one size fits all, so your approach to obesity shouldn't be either. TLS Select provides an effective and functional model for clinically supervised weight management, both inside the practice and for virtual practitioners. By identifying the individual insulation factors, as well as the office and patient touch points, a program can be implemented with minimal interference to that current office dynamics. While many people are concerned about adding something new to the practice, we make sure that we pay attention to how patients naturally flow through that practice so that we can ultimately work with that flow and enhance or amplify the patient experience. Regular education is available to both patient and practitioner to reset metabolism, to deal with inflammation, to ask questions about hormones, or just simply ways for practitioners to dialogue with other practitioners about clinical pearls and things that have worked within their practice. The system is designed to optimize behavior modification so that patients have robust energy and longevity. And of course, we do this without putting a lot of weight, expense, or time on the practice or its staff. TLS Select can ultimately help that practice, their staff, and the patient moving forward improve meal planning, fitness, and supplement adherence. The idea here is that patients are well supported through guided weight loss, whether it's a 4-week, 8-week, or a 12-week program. TLS Select and nutraMetrix make sure that we give that patient and that practice ongoing weight loss success stories. We want to improve metabolic fitness within everybody, and we do that with a structured system. As I said, the system can be designed according to the practice and the patient's needs. Flexibility can be a 4-week, 8-week, or 12-week program. TLS Select was designed to help the practitioner focus on the needs of the patient through managing their healthy blood sugars, getting them to healthy blood sugars and healthy blood pressure, and ultimately supporting a better body composition by changing out fat for muscle. Because we understand that aging responsibly, aging well, and having robust vitality means that you're able to maintain your lean muscle mass. And so TLS Select, through nutraMetrix Advanced Nutraceuticals and personalized GeneSNP DNA analysis, can offer practitioners clinical protocols, especially when we're looking at individuals with metabolic concerns. We're able to help that practitioner offer them a different solution. Perhaps they have presented to the practice looking for a non-pharmaceutical approach, or they've presented to the practice looking for a pharmaceutical approach but need more lifestyle help. Well, we can talk to them about healthy detoxification, the role of the liver in hormone balance in both men and women's responsible aging, the importance of sleep for improved body composition, as well as mental and emotional well-being, and adjusting nutrient signaling, whether that's through appropriate meal planning based on dietary questionnaires, education that we offer the practitioner and the patient, or simply looking into personalized genomics and finding out which program is right for you, especially when we consider hormone challenges as we age, that we see a decrease in many hormones that are ultimately keeping us feeling physically fit and energized. As such, we start to see a decline in our energy levels. Many people look to their thyroid, their gonads, and their adrenal glands for the reason why. TLS Select can help the practitioner identify different targets in endocrine function and in metabolic well-being. Well, we understand that many women really resonate with the idea of gaining weight as they age. I want you to know that TLS Select was built for both menopausal individuals as well as andropausal individuals. It's important to know that weight needs, obesity does not discriminate, and therefore a weight management plan should not as well, because each and every one of us is impacted by poor sleep. So whether it is cardiovascular decline, blood sugar concerns, or excess inches or centimeters around your middle, hip, and thigh, sleep is likely to be one of those culprits. If you're an individual that says, I just can't give up that snack food or my comfort food or that drink at night, sleep may be your target. And this is a major target that many weight management programs that are simply limiting your calories and asking you to eat the same meal plan as the other individual in class with you, they're missing your metabolic insulation factors, the way your body signals and triggers weight loss as well as weight storage. So we get started where the other programs missed out, and that is with sleep and metabolic repair and changing inflammatory signaling. We often see people looking for TLS Select because they make these common mistakes. And whether you're looking at an outside weight management program or TLS Select, we want to put you on the right path. We want to make sure that individuals get a better education about not starving themselves, about not comparing themselves to other people, that they start doing way too much cardio and they leave the weights and the protein off the menu, right? So we have to start talking to people about moving naturally, functional movement. We need to start talking and teaching practitioners to teach their patients about metabolic flexibility and metabolic fitness. That means finding the right meal plan and dietary composition for you. Unfortunately, way too many weight management programs out there are binary. You're either fat or you are skinny, right? And we want to be fit. You are either healthy or not healthy. And yet most of us are somewhere on the in between, just doing our very best. We have individuals that are fat obsessed, but not strength obsessed. And muscle dictates metabolism. The answer to longevity is in grip strength, leg strength, and making sure that you are able to maintain a healthy metabolism. We look at muscle as an endocrine tissue and understand that it is sending out signals that can tell your blood pressure to behave, your blood glucose to behave, and your brain to age well. We're looking to help individuals find the right protein balance in their diet, fat balance, and carbohydrate balance, so that we are able to see muscle retention and robust vitality, not a weakening or a frailty as we start to age. We make mistakes, and many people reach out for diets that are very fad driven, but don't offer a sense of longevity or the ability to stay on the program for a long period of time. But the answer is still low glycemic impact eating with TLS Select, because whether patients gravitate towards a ketogenic lifestyle, a paleo or intermittent fasting, they want a plant-based diet, or they want to be vegan, all of these are a low glycemic approach. We pay attention to the needs of the practice and the requests of the patient. And so we can help the practitioner bob and weave to answer questions, not just about fad diets, but about how to stay healthy for a lifetime. Because ultimately, each one of these types of dietary fads offers some benefit to the patient, whether it's quick weight loss, you get to eat whole fat foods, or it's a look at an environmental and a sustainable approach to living. We want to make sure that people understand the common thread is low glycemic impact eating, that avoiding foods that create inflammation in the body or initiate a sensitivity or allergic response in the body are the ones that are limiting your metabolism, are the ones that are limiting your immune system, are the ones that are limiting your ability to lose weight and have healthy mental function. We want to pay attention to low glycemic impact eating and give the practice and the patient the flexibility of playing with their macros, because calories in and calories out matter when you're choosing the wrong calories or you're not paying attention to the quality of sources. We need to think about it, not about calories in and calories out, so much as the quality of the foods that they're getting, the quality of the protein, the quality of their day, and the quality of their sleep. The idea here is, as patients come in believing that they should be on a low-fat diet or a very low-calorie diet, that we talk to them about a quality diet and how to help them achieve those that benefit in step-by-step approach. The first step is to talk to people about the importance of protein, and that in aging well, you're likely not getting enough. If your goal is to lose weight, you need to increase muscle synthesis. If your goal is to have a robust hormonal balance or hormone integrity, then you need to increase muscle synthesis. If your goal is to improve both physical strength and mental strength, then you need to increase muscle synthesis. If your goal is to increase your muscle synthesis, then you need to apply the proper stimulation to do that. This means fitness, exercise, and movement, they all come into play. No matter what you call them, we're going to get out there and we're going to play with movement. If you want to respond to that stimulus, you need to increase your protein intake. And so you can see how this circle closes. Healthy aging requires muscle synthesis. Muscle synthesis requires an adequate amount of protein to meet that demand. That demand must also be met by a proper stimulus. That stimulus is physical movement, and it is also the appropriate triggers of getting a good night's sleep and managing your stress. If you want to respond to all of these metabolic stimuli, triggers, or nutrient fencing, you'll make sure that you get adequate amount of protein. Because with a lack of protein, we see visceral adiposity, a weakened immune system, decreased cognitive function, especially as we age, but we see it in younger and younger populations, including weaker bones and weaker muscles. It's true that your body will keep up with you for a while, but while your body tries to keep you healthy now, it's ultimately fighting for resources behind the scenes. TLS Select understands hormones, we understand metabolism, and we understand the inflammation that patients deal with on a daily basis. And that's why we want to make sure that you've got plenty of resources and nothing to fight over. And that's why we focus on boosting metabolism, physical movement, healthy body composition by choosing a better plate composition, getting a good night's sleep, and learning how to manage your stress. Why many other weight management programs simply deplete your resources, we want to make sure that you have plenty. And that's why we have different customizable meal plans. Whether you want rapid results and you want to lose 2 to 3 pounds safely and effectively per week, you're looking to lose 1 to 2 pounds a week and want to have more variety in your diet, you're looking to lose 10 pounds in 2 weeks, the fat shredder diet, what I like to refer to as the lean and green. Depending on the practice, they may want to call it keto green, right? It depends on them, but TLS Select can help them meet the needs of their patient. We always get started with a 7-day detox. For many people, it's the way they want to jumpstart a weight management program. For other individuals, they simply need to clean their palate and get away from the junk. For others, they want an ease of implementation or an ease of integration, rather, into a program. And so we've got all kinds of ways to be flexible with them. As I said, the program is built off of 12 weeks of sound education, things like goal setting and getting them through a detox. What is low glycemic impact eating? And ultimately, how can we meet some of these fad diets and make sure that we stay low glycemic and healthy? What are some of the goals of reading labels and understanding how to put foods together and the impact of food combining? Ultimately, regardless of your decade of life, we want to improve metabolism and set you up for success and healthy aging. And that's why we have time dedicated towards body composition, physical fitness, and understanding your movement type, not just your diet type. We're creating healthy habits by eliminating many of the concerns that have led to insulation, like not enough sleep and too much stress. Other educational topics that we can help create within the practice so that they do not need to recreate the wheel is answering questions about gluten sensitivity or other dietary sensitivities like dairy or soy. We can talk about body shaming and no judgment zones and self-confidence. We can talk about food addiction and alcohol addiction, or addiction to sweeteners. It's important that we talk about hormones and their role in appetite control, hormones and their role in lean muscle mass, hormones and their role in a healthy night's sleep. Ultimately, some of the best ways to engage an audience, engage an individual, and motivate them towards success is by sharing the stories of those that came before them. The core program is built off of low glycemic impact eating. Looking at specialized lab testing like liver gonadal hypothalamic testing, looking at fat mass versus fat-free mass, right, versus lean muscle mass. Too often weight management programs are simply looking at numbers on a scale and don't appreciate true body composition, that we can evaluate both through inches and understanding the difference between fat-free mass and lean muscle mass. Behavior modification, as we've discussed, things like a better night's sleep, stress management, and understanding each individual's unique insulation factors. That brings us to improved body composition and ultimately accountability with a one-to-one program in the practice, or a virtual practice, or a group solution. What we find is individuals that meet on a weekly basis have greater success towards weight loss goals. Our entire focus with TLS Select is to repair metabolism, and we do that by paying attention to muscular health and well-being, transitioning from a fat storing lifestyle to a fat burning lifestyle. And this is something that's appreciated not just in a more less inches around the middle, hips, and thighs, but also more energy, better cognitive function, and a better mental outlook. We make sure that we talk about weight loss versus fat loss, skinny fat versus being functionally fit. We make sure that people understand the 10 components or spheres of fitness and that they engage in some of those on a daily basis. The idea is to repair metabolism and support healthy hormones as we age. That means we need to focus on adjusting inflammatory signals, promoting cardiovascular health, as well as endocrine balance, like paying attention to blood sugar health, paying attention to hunger hormones, as well as reproductive hormones. All of this together helps the body assist itself in burning fat and improving your energy. Both patient and practice have access to education tools to make sure that whether you are a practitioner using a virtual model and are teaching in a group, just like you see here, or maybe you are going to plug in to some experts that are going to teach patients about how to eat healthfully. All of these things are options within TLS Select. We understand that it's important to share the success of others to believe that we can achieve success ourselves. TLS Select, through the TLS program, have multiple thousands of success stories that didn't just lose weight, but kept their weight off for good. We know that individuals are looking for easy solutions. They're not looking for big guide, or whether they want guided weight loss or not, they're not looking for it to be difficult to do. So you may choose to get started with something as simple as a jumpstart program with 30 days of success built into dietary tracking, food journaling, detoxification, and the right micronutrient and protein base for you to achieve weight loss goals. You can get a more personalized approach by using tools that are already available to you as an account holder with nutraMetrix. By using the TLS Select weight loss profile, both patient and practitioner alike can learn the program. This is all built and customized for the practitioner, making sure that they have access to educational tools, whether that is through the 90-day health guide and journal. They use TLS Select landing page or TLS Slim landing pages to teach their patients, to give resources, including downloads, recipes, and tools and affirmations. All of it is right there for the practitioner and the patient so that we can implement TLS Select with minimal interference to the hours that that practice currently keeps. We want to keep them dynamic and we want to keep them flowing. And these are some of the principles that we thought about when we developed the TLS Select program, so that we could capitalize on low glycemic impact eating, improving body composition, but doing it for fitness, right? Not just fat loss, making sure that we pay attention to science-based supplementation to repair metabolism, especially the unique concerns of those of us as we age, and educate both the patient and the practitioner so that everybody has a winning program. Patients are looking for answers. TLS Select has those for you. More for medical reasons and expecting major changes in metabolism, it is critically important that we engage our patients in healthy lifestyle behaviors. And that's why TLS Select was created. Even with traditional and proven solutions or interventions in the medical model, patients still continue to look for alternatives or non-drug approaches to improving their body composition. It's important to remember that supplements should be used in addition to an already helpful diet, mindfulness, a good night's sleep, and exercise. But they're not antidotes for years of poor eating habits. We need to share that information with our patients, that when they understand, when used properly, there's strong scientific evidence behind the use of weight loss supplementation, multivitamins, antioxidants, omega-3 fatty acids, and many of these nutrients that are lacking in diet that can help them achieve a more robust metabolism. These are the principles that we put forth through TLS Select. Now you have the answers. Let's get engaged with TLS Select. Thank you so much.